Alright. Am I back? My internet crashed. That was weird. No idea why that just happened, actually. So yeah. More technical difficulties, I guess. So yeah, while we're waiting for Wizard101 to load in, I suppose, we will figure this out. Wait a minute, what the? Do I have that many bots watching my channel right now? That's weird. Anyways, so yeah, that happened. I'm not sure if that was actually caused by my internet or what, but yeah, that was a bit intense. In fact, it just crashed immediately too. Today is another weird technical difficulty day. So I apologize for that. It was both the reason why we were late and also the reason why we were just had the stream end after like 10 minutes, I think it was. Probably even less, because it pretty much just got started. Yeah, so hopefully that doesn't happen again, otherwise we'll need to call my ISP again and see if they can fix it, because we're having that crashing issue before like a month ago. Yes, we are back in Grizzleheim. There we go. Okay. Got the hook. Okay. So, since that happened, we'll just get right back on this. Ooh. Ooh, nice. Did I get anything? Oh, we have some pet snacks. Nice. And a gingerbread pack. I thought I'd already claimed all the packs, but I guess I did not. Let's see, what do we get out of this? Ooh, we got a peppermentless helm, which is useless, but it is nice stitch gear. Nothing else. Yeah, it's a nice looking one. I do like the way the set looks, although it is kind of weird that the hat looks like toothpaste. Like a crust toothpaste or something on the top of your head. Anyways, we'll just speed this up then. Because we've already gotten cut off like 2 times. First it was late, then the internet cut out. So we'll just make as much progress as quickly as possible.
Would that I had better news for you, Wizard. The Coven has returned after the same goal. The Everwinter. You have heard of the Titans of Storm, Fire, and Ice, yes? They were the first beings before the spiral was made. The Ice Titan sleeps deep beneath Grizzleheim, sent into a centuries-long slumber by Bartleby himself. The Coven would rouse the Ice Titan from that eternal rest. When he rises, his fury will be cold and fierce. The runes tell me that the Coven is at work in Hrundlefjord, a port in a part of Grizzleheim called Wintertusk. You must use your wits, your spells, and your courage to defeat the Coven once more. Only you can do this deed. Go and speak to Valgard Goldenblade once more, and tell him that Hrundlefjord is where you must go.
Nice. So I've always considered Wintertusk to be part of Arc 2, despite the fact that it does start off immediately at level 50. Which actually does make sense, because along with Celestia, I would consider both of them to be pretty much equal in terms of the whole start of Arc 2 idea. Where you go first really depends on your experience with the rest of Arc 2, as Wintertusk will massively over-level you for the rest of it. Or at least up until, I'd say, maybe Avalon, you'll be, like, massively over-leveled for it. Whereas, if you go to Celestia first, you'll be a little bit underpowered, but it'll also be a lot faster, since Wintertusk is technically a side area. You don't really make much progress with it.
I can see from your grim demeanor that Raffen has told you much. So Raffen Lorespeaker tells you that the Coven is up to their evil in Hrundlefjord. This angers and frightens me. I have not heard from my subjects in Hrundlefjord in some time, and I worry that they have met with trouble. Balder Goldpaws is at the dock of Northgard, He can take you to the part of Wintertusk called Rundlefjord. Go now and speak to Balder, and go to Rundlefjord with the king's favor at your side like a trusted sword.
Nice. So with that in mind, we'll take out, I think, one Blade Storm, and these Feints, and reshuffle one of these, and then throw back in my Judgments. So thankfully, I was actually warned, indirectly, when I was browsing the subreddit last night, because I was reminded that there are a few cheating bosses, specifically one in Wintertusk, who's just an absolute pain to fight. So thankfully, I already know what I need to do in order to get set up for that.
Oh, if you are indeed going to Rundlefjord, there's something you can do for old Zeke. It's a quiet little place, but it's getting cold. Too cold for little critters to survive. I hear tell of a pack of trogs in Rundlefjord. They're wild things that need me to look in on them. Could you check up on them? No need to rile them up. Just see how they're doing.
Alright.
Hello there, young wizard. How can I help you? You wish to journey to Rundlefjord? It is a simple task. Step over to my ship and we will set sail.
Nice.
Here it is, Rundlefjord, part of Wintertusk. If you wish to return to Northgard, or return here from Northgard, my ship is at your service. Long has it been since I visited Rundlefjord, but it is clear that something is terribly wrong. There is an unseasonable chill in the air, and I have never seen a ship with such ice upon it. Stride over to that nearby ship, if you will, and see what ails it and the crew who stand beside it.
We examined the longship. This ice is not natural. It was frozen in place here at the dock.
Interesting.
These warriors were frozen in their tracks. Powerful ice magic is at work here.
Yep, they were all frozen straight up in place.
There are others who could have done this, but I'll wager that the coven is behind this dread chill. Ill-doing at the docks can only be a sign that further mischief is afoot. You should go and examine the gates to Rundlefjord and see if they were able to withstand this wretched cold. Go and scout only. Do not open the gates or enter the village just yet. There may be trouble within. As a captain, I cannot abandon my longship, so I will wait here for your return.
I feel like the music might be overpowering him a little bit. Let's just turn it down. Okay. Anyways, so yeah. What's interesting about this is that this really sort of gives off the impression that the coven is actually making way better progress here than they were in Grizzleheim, just taking over this place and freezing it.
The gates are closed and appear to be locked, like the cold silence radiates from within the village.
Because there's like an implication that it's supposed to look like this, like all ice. But yeah, the coven, considering that they want to freeze everything, and everything is frozen, even the living stuff, really gives off the impression that this time they're a lot more of a threat, actually.
The gates are locked, eh?
Despite having way less prep.
That is a sure sign of trouble. In kinder times, the village guards would have seen the sails of my ship and opened the gate to greet us. I suspect that the village of Rundlefjord is in the icy clutches of evildoers. There must be a way through the gates. Perhaps a secret signal to alert those inside. Those frostbones outside the gate may know more about getting inside. You should defeat a few frostbones and see how they signal to one another.
Let's see, how are we doing on treasure cards? We'll take an Availing Hands. We need more monstrous. Yeah, so these guys are annoying. This is what the Tusk we're talking about. And these guys use tower shields a lot. And you can see they have a lot of HP. This is Arc 2. For real this time. We're not just playing around anymore with the basic stuff. We're genuinely going to start having some trouble here. And there's a tower shield already. I do not think that I have enough critical in order to be able to do the double damage thing consistently. I have no idea. So with that in mind, I don't really know what to do here. Because I could switch back to my other pet. But I think these guys might already have some critical rating on them. And it would make sense for them to have it, as we're going to see in a little bit. Oh, wait a minute, I just realized something. These guys have tower shields. Nah, I feel like it's still too weak, but that would be cool. What I'm thinking is maybe Iron Curse might be able to deal with these guys a little bit better. It might be worth a shot. Okay, we're going to want all of our blades up. It's a weird situation, but if I throw all of them up, they shouldn't be able to resist it, even with a tower shield up. So that would be nice. Although I think they also have Legion shields that they can throw up on top of it. Yeah, 4 blades with an Iron Curse might actually be more effective, but it would also take just as long. Because I'd have to throw up all the blades and then also wait for 3 turns afterwards. So yeah, it might still be more effective to just do this. Yeah, let's see. We are taking quite a beating though. Just to ensure the kill, we lost like half of our health. That will start changing once we actually make it more into this place. Yep, there we go. Even with the tower shield, we're still hitting through it pretty hard. So,
As you defeat this
4 blades and
Frostbones,
Power Nova.
it signals its allies by banging its sword on its shield. More of them bang their shields in reply. It is a code of some sort.
Yep, thanks, Gabe. We'll just ignore that. Didn't give me nearly enough time to prepare.
They bang their swords upon their shields instead of speaking? This is an ancient means of signaling. Warriors of old call it Norse code. It is clear that the town has fallen to evil. Go and use Norse code to signal your way past the gate. The Thane of Hrundelfjord is named Vanir Stormroar. If he lives, he will be in the village's hall. Seek him out and return to me once you know his fate.
So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult, but hopefully not so difficult that we're gonna have like an actual hard time making
Tap
through
on
this
the
world.
gate a few times, and something that sounds like Norse code. A moment later, it opens.
So yeah, this is the Winter Tusk Ring of Valor, which is the crafted ring, and I believe I also have the Athame. It gives 1 less damage, but it also gives more power pip chance and energy. So I feel like these might still be my best options, actually. Same thing with the Garnet Bear Claw, although I don't want to give it my dual balance blade citrines just yet. Oh, that's right. It's actually something I wanted to grind up over the weekend. I just forgot about it. I got super busy. That's the thing. Yeah, it is frozen.
Vanir is frozen solid. You should tell Baldur the bad news.
Yeah, everybody here is. Oh, wait a minute. There is a teleporter. Nice.
You'll bring ill news. Vanir alone could tell us what happened to Hrundelfjord. We must devise a way to thaw Vanir's Stormroar without harming him. This is raven magic. We need a raven. If I remember rightly, an old crone named Morn Shadowbrew dwells within Hrundelfjord. Though she was wicked and unkind, she may be able to help us if she has not been turned to ice. Go and seek her out and see if she can be convinced to help us in this cold hour.
Well, it's worth a shot. Although if she was unkind, I wouldn't be surprised if she was actually in on it. Oh yeah, that's right, she's over here. Behind the sigil. Alright, so let's see what we have. Yeah, I definitely need to grab more dual balance but citrus for next time.
You're not frozen. No matter. You'll join the others in their wintry doom.
Yep, she's in on it. But anyways. Yeah, that is definitely the number one thing we need, because that 6 damage will help a lot. Plus the blades. I think in actuality, oh, okay. They got a critical against us. That's not good. 824 damage. They should only have like a 5% chance to do it too, so that's not good. They're really getting lucky with those crits. But if they have crit, then that means they also probably have crit block, so yeah, just using our pet at this point wouldn't do us much good. Or just using our pet and hoping that's enough wouldn't help out all that much. But yeah, like immediately after this stream is over, I'm gonna have to start doing some like vigilant triple O grinding in order to get more bounce blade citrons. Because I believe that a Thane is the best one we'll have access to, relatively speaking, until like level 90 when we get the Blade of the Felled Titan. And then past that point, that'll be the best one we'll have. Even on top of that. Or like, I don't know, potentially all the way up to 3. Like, because the Dragoon of Fame isn't better. So I don't actually know which one is. I think the new level 150 of Thames might actually be better. But I will need to see. Because it is... Oh, that's right. The Evgenia Thame will actually be better. By like 1 point.
Stop! No more! I've had enough! I'll help you! What is it you want? Thawing the Thane Vanir? He knows nothing. But if you must speak to him, here is how to thaw him. Go to the geysers at the edge of the village and collect some scalding water. Here's an urn you can use. Just pour it over Vanir. He should thaw in a matter of moments. It is magic ice. Only geyser water will serve.
What, do you have a side quest for us?
I could use your help. If you could show an old raven some charity. Those frost goblins outside stole my rune carving tools, along with some blank rune stones. If you go and get those things back to me, I'll carve you a nice runic charm to bring you good fortune.
Anything for some free XP, and you'll notice, like, we're getting literally, like, 10 to 15 times the EXP that we're getting from, like, the end quests of Grizzleheim. So by the time we're done here, we should be, like, level 64, at least. Like, if not way more than that. Okay, so this actually would be a good opportunity to check it. How good is Iron Curse against tower shields? Let us see. It is way less pips, so... Actually, it is an interesting idea. It's way less pips, so we could potentially use 2 within the same amount of time that we'd be using Power Novas. But would 2 of them even be enough? Like, if I used 1 Bounce Blade, then an Iron Curse, and then another Bounce Blade, and then an Iron Curse. Would that even do as much damage, like, over the 4 turns as a Power Nova? I don't think it would. I feel like it would only do, like, half the amount. And that also use up double the enchants. I don't know, we'll find out. The spell will be helpful for any bosses that have a they need to be attacked every turn sheet like Belloc. Because while we'll do barely anything to him through his bounce resist, it will still be quite helpful because otherwise bounce doesn't really have an overtime hit. Anyways, let's see. Yeah, so this is weird. It splits the damage between the two. When you enchant it, which is another big issue because it means a lot of the damage is actually being wasted by sending it up to the initial hit. So the whole idea of it breaking tower shields makes it worse. Since you're using up half of the enchant off, increasing the initial hit, which will always be weaker because of it. Okay, let's see, only 471. That does bode well for the damage that will come afterwards. You know what's interesting, actually? We just Power Nova immediately without any blades. Huh. This might actually be an interesting strategy for... Oh, okay. But they still got the tower shield up because of the way overtimes work. This is interesting. Where I just split the amount of damage I'm attempting to do. So like I hit them with that, it removes the tower shields. Then I Power Nova, it does some more damage. And then the next turn's overtime kills them. Yeah, so even if they use tower shields like that, they still die. Nice. It actually is an interesting idea. I'll have to keep that in mind. Alright, what did we get? Did we get 2? We didn't get any of them. Okay. That is disappointing. Also, how much XP do we actually need? We need quite a bit. So I'll have to do that. Where are health wisps?
You collect the steaming geyser water in the urn Morn gave you. You're careful not to burn yourself.
Where's the trug? I'm pretty sure there's a trug around here somewhere. I can't remember where. That's another thing, we do need health. Oh, all the health is over here. Okay. Well, now we'll fight more frost goblins. So I'll actually try doing this instead. Blade Storm into Iron Curse. And set up Power Nova. Let's see how this works. If this will help us out at all in terms of actually handling it. Yeah, so a turn 1 Iron Curse will break all the tower shields and allow us to set up the Power Nova properly. With all of our actual non-pip using blades. Okay, 2 more blitz hopefully and we'll be able to hit. Is he going to use a frost giant? Okay, no, only a Colossus. That's still a little bit annoying. Yeah, so overall, Iron Curse is completely unnecessary. But it is an interesting spell to use, if nothing else. Okay, it's not actually helping me do this any faster. The battle is basically the same length. But it also does... Oh, we pip failed. Okay. Just have to pass. Okay, I guess it also might arguably save me an enchant, since I still do need to enchant it if they do have a tower shield on. Nice. Nice. Okay, so we got 2 of the 3. Awesome. So hopefully the side quest will be over fast. Next battle we should get our last one, and then we'll be able to continue on the main quest and get what we need. That is a good thing though, about even doing the side quests here, is that even the mobs do drop some good stuff occasionally. We didn't draw into it is the issue. So if we don't draw Iron Curse, it doesn't really help us out as much. Yeah, even the mobs can drop some stuff that is worth quite a bit of gold, which is very helpful for us. So, we'll actually be able to get some gear, potentially, that will help us out without even needing to hit level 56. Ooh, Icy Silver. It's been a while since I've actually seen this. Pentatusk is a big source of these weird TC only spells, being on pretty much every mob and boss in it. Throw up a bounce blade. Like a regular one. And let's try Unenchanted Iron Curse. And then after Unenchanted Iron Curse, we'll go for the Power Nova again. Since that strategy did seem to work before. It'll clear the tower shields. The Power Nova should almost kill them, and then the next overtime will do it for sure. It does seem like a usable strategy. Although I'm not entirely sure it'll ever actually do enough to really take over for anything, but it'll be cool. Like, it's a fun gimmick, at least, and it gives us sub-usage after a new spell. Ooh. If they change the way that turn orders work, this would actually be a lot better. Where if they made it to where the enemy moved before the overtime did damage, that would be very helpful. Although I feel like that would unbalance a lot of PvP strategies. People would complain about that specifically. Wait, he's dead. Is he dead too? No, he's barely alive. I mean, it does work. It is working, and that's a cool thing. Oh, but yeah, that reminds me, we did get a really interesting looking one before. Where is it? Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah, so I misread this one. I thought that said universal resist. I was about to say, wait a minute, 15 universal resist would be very strong. Okay, so we'll just feed that. Let's see what else. Feed that one. Let's see. Because I actually do want to head over to the bazaar and sell his gear off while we can. Collateral, Frostwood, that thing, that thing. We'll feed that. Wolf's Garnet Claw is also garbage. Oh yes, this is a good one. We got the Witch's Star Necklace, which is actually just a worse version of the Hollow Mountain one, funnily enough. But it will be helpful, I think, in the future, to have access to that extra blade, as I think it will stack even with our pet blade. Even though I do believe it is a 30%. Okay, so it's a 30%, so hopefully it'll stack with our Bounce Blade Citron. Although if not, then I could also just not have to worry about keeping that thing equipped longer than I need to, actually. Either one will help now that I think about it. Yeah, we're gonna head off to the bazaar and start selling some stuff. Because I do kind of want to try using some other available gear. I'm not sure if it's actually sold in the bazaar though. That's a big one. If it is, it'll be easy to grab. If it's not, then we'll have to continue with the quest line a little bit longer. Alright. Sell that. Sell this. Yeah, so all of these basic ones from Grizzleheim are not worth a lot at all. But as you can see, these ones are worth like 3,000. Half-Fang Farming, which is a boss, and one of the easier bosses in Winter Dusk, is considered to be, for a long time, the most efficient way of gold farming in the game. These are also worth quite a bit. So we'll sell them off. We don't really want them. Not even for stitches. More than anything, what I really want is just the gold we need. Let's see. Sell that. Sell this. Sell this. And that should be everything. Unless... yeah, we could sell a few of these as well. Clear up as much backpack space as we can over here. Alright, so let's see. Usable, level, it's cool. Yeah, so we actually could get a little bit of critical from these. Unfortunately, they're not what we're looking for. Well, but that is a lot, isn't it? 21 balance damage. Oh, wait a minute. I think this is it. Yeah, but it's even more expensive here than it is over there. So we'll just head right back. I'm not sure this water will be scalding anymore, but you know what? It works. It's magic.
Pour the steaming geyser water upon the frozen Thane. In a moment or so, he is free from the ice.
What has happened? I was in my hall ready to fight the coven when I became quite cold.
I remember no more.
It seems kind of weird to me that the Ravens would use magic to deal with these guys, where the weakness of the spell, or like the way to undo it, is to just use something that's super common around these parts. That seems counterintuitive.
Now I am soaked and steaming. My state lacks dignity, but I am grateful to you for my freedom.
Because I imagine it's not too difficult, or like it's pretty difficult to freeze an entire village worth of people in like one go. But if one person makes it out of it fine, then they could undo all of the work, like immediately. So it does not seem like a very effective strategy.
I don't recognize you, but you're clearly a wizard of some sort. You freed me, so I will trust you. The one you must speak to is Grandmother Raven. She is an old one, older than even the spiral. It is said she gave the eyes of time to the great tree at the heart of the spiral, but that was long, long ago. She is a loyal ally of my people. I bid you check on her, see how she fares. I fear that the coven has done her ill. Grandmother Raven is often near the giant tree behind this hall. Go and seek her out.
Oh, cool. We have no
Fjord's
seconds.
strength is in its people, and we cannot survive if our best are but frozen statues. Can you make your way to the geyser and gather more water to thaw 3 of my villagers? Their names are Holga Ironweaver, Newt Brightwood, and Waith Cloudhawk, and each is covered in ice. Here is a bucket to use. When you have thawed my allies, return here and let me know the deed is done.
Easy enough, and we still get 5,680 XP just from that. It's as simple as just walking around. Wintertusk is very generous.
You fill
In that
your
regard.
bucket with boiling hot geyser water.
Okay, so the first person we're going to thaw is this one.
You
But
pour
this
the
is
hot
what I was
water
talking about.
over Holga Ironweaver.
Brr, that's a welcome splash of hot water on a cold day. Thank you.
Oh, okay, so it's just the robe which gives damage and critical. Okay, so we'll just take that then. For now, we will use this one, because the critical block isn't really helpful, and we'll be losing out on damage if we take either of those. So I'll just use the rope. So I actually am a little bit curious how much of a difference 14 critical will actually make. I want to see what the critical block for the enemies here are. I believe this is another vendor.
Waith looks
No.
like he could use a hot bath.
Oh, that's hot. I took a bath last month. Is it that time again?
I know there is an Athame and Ring vendor around here. Maybe it's this one. It's probably this one. There we go.
Time to break the ice with Newt.
How long was I in the ice? Pleased to meet you.
Actually, that one's not too bad. That ring does give 2 more damage than this one. But since I do kind of have to raise up a few different pets and stuff during this, and we also want a lot of power up chance, I feel like this one's still going to be better overall. Yeah, so what's the difference between these two? Okay, so we have 6 more damage, a little bit less defense. Oh, actually, that's right. The robe doesn't even give us universal defense. Yeah, it just gave us elemental defense. So yeah, we're not even losing out on that much. And we should be up to like 80 power up chance now. Yeah, there we go. Although only 14 crit rating.
Those 3 can help thaw the rest of the village. Our gratitude to you for your aid.
Nice. Alright, what's up, Grandmother Raven?
Greetings, young wizard. At long last we meet.
Yep. And she's the narrator.
I have long watched you as you made your way through the spiral. Perhaps you have felt my presence before.
This is a fun little plot twist, where we actually get to hear her throughout the entire game, and it turns out that she's actually the person who's been narrating our journey. He even kind of mentions that. Yeah, weirdly enough, the wizard can hear her. That's kind of...
celebrated your victories, and I hope that my counsel reached you in your journeys. You find me at a disadvantage. Though the ravens are all my children of a sort, some of them are quite wicked. The ravens of the coven are especially untrustworthy. They caught me unawares and trapped me in this cage. If you would help an old grandmother, talk to the 3 wise sisters called the Norns at the nearby well. They can see into the past, across the world as it is, and they know what is to come. They can help you set me free.
Nice.
I am Erd, the one who knows all that has happened to you before this day.
I am Verdandi, and there is nothing in the spiral that is hidden from my sight.
I am Skuld, and I knew you were coming.
We Norns tend the loom of fate. Each living being is but a thread for us to weave into the tapestry of life.
As an outlander, you are free from fate. You are not of Grizzleheim, so your destiny is not part of this tapestry.
You alone can change the course of events and thwart the frightful fate that is to come.
To free Grandmother Raven, you must do the impossible. First, fetch for us the feather of a white raven.
Skogul the Pale is such a raven, with feathers the color of the moon, rather than the night dark sky.
Go to Skogul's hut in Rundlefjord and beg from her a single white feather.
Okay. So yeah, Winterdusk actually does have some neat little lore that it gives you access to. It does kind of blow away the rest of the side worlds in terms of the actual
Who's that
stuff it gives
outside?
us.
If you're from the coven, leave me alone. If you've come to free me, then welcome. The door is frozen shut. If you want to be of help, fetch a kettle from the market and fill it with snow. Melt the snow in the fire pit in the market, and then bring the hot water back to pour over the ice on my door.
Like, even Mysteria was a fun little world. They didn't actually have much in the way of revelations about the world of Wizard101.
You get a cooking pot and quickly fill it with snow.
Winterdusk is a little bit more unique in that regard.
The snow melts and boils quickly.
Nice.
You pour the
Easy
boiling
peasy.
water over the ice, it melts away.
I feel like we could have used the geyser water again.
You're not from around here, are you? You have my gratitude for getting rid of the ice, but I'm still plenty mad at what's been done. If you'll go and teach a handful of those ravens a lesson, any of them will do. So, what are you waiting for?
Oops.
Get out there and thrash some of the ravens that ruined this nice village.
Okay. Easy peasy. Shouldn't be difficult at all. And these guys do not have tower shields, so this will be really fast. Oh, but actually this is a good opportunity to see what our crit chance against these guys looks like. Because at 14 they should have a very good chance of blocking it. Because they should have it as well. We use a 30%. The 30% plus 25% should one-shot them. Let's see. Oh, never mind, we still have a 53% chance they have no critical block. Interesting. I wonder though, what would happen if I gave myself more crit with my pet? Yeah, okay, so the bosses have critical and potentially critical block, but the enemies don't seem to, or the mobs specifically don't. That makes this a lot easier, actually. Oh, there we go, we crit. Nice. Yep, either way. 2 blades kills him easily. Especially because we're also way higher in terms of the damage we have. Even excluding the critical we have. We still have access to the much better damage this rope is giving us too. The only real downside is potentially the accuracy loss, but 2% accuracy isn't that big of a deal. We'll have to discard these. Okay, there we go. But they can use weaknesses. That's not good. Like, out of everything, that's potentially the worst thing to do. Thankfully got crit on both though. Nice. Okay. So let's see. Which direction was she again? Over here? Oh wait, no. We're turned around. It is.
I'll help you now that the ravens have paid for the trouble they brought to Hrundel Fjord. What can I do for you? A feather? An odd request, but if it's for a good cause...
Wincing, Skogul pulls out a stray feather and hands it to you.
Use that in a spell against me and you'll wish you hadn't.
I wonder what raven magic looks like. Because they described rune magic, then they implied that raven magic is something entirely different. So I'm kind of curious about what you actually could do with somebody's feather. Be like curse her? Transform her? That's a good question.
This feather will serve its purpose, but it's only a start. We do not send you on idle errands. The things we need are for a mighty spell to change the fate of a world.
The next impossible thing we need is a claw from a bear with no name. In this world, that is no small thing.
Vanir Stormroarer keeps a census of all who dwell here. He knows everyone and may know if there is one with no name. Vanir is in his hall, and he will help you find this nameless bear. When you have that bear's claw, you can return.
You know, this kind of reminds me of that SCP, the deer one. Because it is really weird to hear about all the very specific things you actually need in order to make this spell work. But it is an interesting idea that the only reason why the spell works in the first place isn't because the things actually have any power, but because it's the idea that because they're so special that they have power.
You seek a bear without a name. How odd. Why would any bear not want to have a name to echo in glory? I keep a census of all those who live in this village. Read it and see if it helps. A minstrel once told me of an outlander who rid Grizzleheim of many grendels. I don't suppose that was you, was it? You have some skill in monster fighting, and I am in need of such talents. These pesky frost goblins have a leader in the cave outside of town, a monster we've been unable to deal with. He calls himself Thulkir Battlegloom. Can you go and defeat him, driving him from Rundle Fjord?
Sure thing, I definitely can. Although, I'm not sure if he'll have cheats is the thing. So we should check on that. First things first. Oh, right. Okay, never mind. I remember where he is. He head to the dock area. He's in this cave, right over here. I think he actually does have some cheats. So let me look this up really quick. Those snows remind me of the fact that Christmas just ended. It went relatively well on my end. Hopefully it went well for everyone else too.
You have the stink of strange magic on you, Outlander.
I hope everyone enjoyed theirs. Oh.
I'll dunk you in the hot springs when I'm through with you.
Okay, so no cheats, but he does have... Wait a minute. Hold on. Is that a runestone in the back? Am I missing? Quest? Is there a book quest equivalent here? The first runestone from lore from a stone can be found here. Oh, yep, okay, never mind. We actually need to grab that really quick. Yeah, it's hard to believe that the end of the year is in what? Today's the 28th, I believe? Yeah, so it's going to be in 4 days will be the new year. I don't really have any particular plans for it, all things considered. For me, a new year is just kind of a new year, but maybe I should do a new plan. Come with a new kind of thing I can do.
Rundle Fjord is old, and rune-carved stones already dotted the land when we first built our halls there. Those rune stones convey much lore and wisdom that even the wisest have forgotten. If you truly plan to voyage to Rundle Fjord, I set upon you a task to read all the rune stones you find. Return to me when you know the secrets written in the stones of Rundle Fjord and the lands of Wintertusk.
Okay. I remember there being one, but I forgot that this guy was a source of all that. Like how Prospector Zeke is the source of the Yard Birds and Tribes. But yeah, in terms of New Year's plans, I feel like some different kinds of content might be fun. Because now that we're in Arc 2, I feel like, specifically once we get all of our shadow spells, I'll be able to stop focusing on Wizard101 so much. Until then, I do kind of still want to do, like, mostly Wizard101 streams all week. But maybe I could start making some different content to put up, like, on the YouTube channel. Or something else I could potentially use in terms of that. I don't know, I need to come up with that. Wait a minute, I removed Iron Curse. I didn't mean to do that. My bad. Actually wanted Iron Curse for that. I was actually going to change to something else. I was going to throw in some feints, because this guy does have some big HP. He has like 4,000, I think. There we go. Iron Curse, take that out. Alright, so we want to be able to turn 1 Iron Curse. And then build up to a... Or maybe... I'm not sure actually. We'll just see how this comes along. Okay, so we didn't even get it turned 1. Alright, so we'll just bounce split them. thinking about actually using the YouTube channel for more things, rather than just uploading VODs to it. Although, as for what I'd actually make, I need to figure that out. Alright, perfect opportunity to use Iron Curse. Let's go. And barely any build up to it as well. Nice. Ooh, and a critical. Right, so then crit against the boss. Yeah, okay, so that was cool. So it would have been like 125 for crit against him. And I'll just exit out. Wow, okay. One blade, no enchant, it's doing 413 after a crit. That spell is quite powerful with crits, huh? Okay. So by the time that I actually have to deal with it, the minion will already be dead. Yeah, so like next turn I'll be able to hit with this, and it'll already be dead from the overtime. So that means I can just use Judgment if I use it correctly. Yeah, so if I focus a bit more on crit, I'll be able to deal with the minions with Iron Curse and then just build up to a full power Judgment, or I don't know, to deal with the boss. Interesting. Okay. I will have to keep that in mind for later. Okay, so I'll throw up some feints. Specifically just like one. Because with this amount of pips, Judgment will one-shot for sure. Yep, he didn't use Tower Shield, so this should kill easily. Especially if it crits. Let's see. A critical. Nice. Yes, this is like what, like 8,000? 11, oh, okay, wow. 11,000. Nice. And we even got some more self-hotter. Fantastic.
In days agone, void was all. Storm, ice, and fire made war. The one world was torn apart.
Okay, so it's even telling us about the first world. That's rare. Before Arc 3, we get very little information about how the actual first world worked, or what happened to it. So it's nice that it's getting told here. You can get to meet Grandmother Raven, someone who was there during the time. The Tusk is weird, in terms of how it handles the lore, actually. Okay, so what else we need to read the census list.
You examine the census. The list of names doesn't include Leaf, who is standing outside of town.
Wait, I thought it was this guy who's frozen out here. Oh, never mind, it's this guy. Okay.
Greetings. Is it safe to go back into town? What? No name? How could they take Leaf off their census? I'll have to speak to Vanir about that. What's that? You'd like a claw? How odd. I was just sharpening my claws and the tip of one of them broke off. It must be fate at work. In that case, you should have it. I am a trader. Rendel Fjord is the village of my birth, but I have been away for some time. I returned home to find the gates closed and guarded by cold warriors. I chose to remain safe outside. My friends and fellow traders are still inside. Can you see if they are yet alive? Their names are Holga Ironweaver, Newt Brightwood, and Waith Cloudhawk. They all live within the town. If you could go and look in on each of them, I will reward you handily when you return.
Nice. Okay, so we already found them. All we need to do is talk to them. That was weird that it completely broke like that, but you know what? We'll just deal with it. I'm pretty sure we were supposed to have found them before we actually managed to make it inside, but I'm pretty sure he was frozen before, so I don't even know.
The claw of a bear with no name. You are clever to win such a prize. Clever indeed. A feather from a white raven, and a claw from a bear with no name. 2 of the 3 items we need are in hand.
The third item is perhaps the most difficult to obtain. A tooth from a wolf who has never known battle.
Fate smiles upon you. At the edge of this village is an herbalist called Regan Wildleaf. He may be of help.
Nice. Alright, so we're not headed back to either of these 2, so we might as well turn these in and get an extra level. Oh, but actually, if that's the case, we'll actually mark a location, so we can use this more effectively. Because we actually read another enchanted armament. I'm not sure what the talent pool looks like on this one, but while we have the time, we might as well go back and train this one up with the energy that we have. Of course, unfortunately, double pet XP that gave out for Christmas is already over, but we'll have to deal with it until it comes back. Although I do think I'm actually about out of mega snacks too, so this will take a while. Gonna have to get back on that pet grind for this. Yeah, we're almost completely out, so we'll start using these garbage ones instead. It should be enough to get us like a adult, with 2 full bars of energy plus these random snacks. Shouldn't be too difficult. Because each one does only take 2 energy, and then 4 energy. Okay, never mind, it failed immediately. So we don't even need to worry about that. Instead, we will use... I'm not sure if I should take Queen Romeo up to Ultra, because then I could like use the Mighty Gem once I get it. At the same time, I do want Critical Blocker or something as its extra stat. I do not know, I do not know. How close is it? Ooh, it is actually pretty close though. You know what? Why not? We will use these lesser snacks on Queen Romeo. And get him or closer to Ultra. Maybe I should run Mirror Lake for more pixie sticks. I don't know. We might have to think about that. Anyways. Right back to it. Okay, so let's turn this one in. And then we'll turn in the Thane as well. And then we'll definitely go up a level.
You did your part, so I'll honor our bargain.
Morn uses her tools to carve an inscription on a runic charm necklace.
Here you go. May it shelter you from harm.
Nice, and we got more fodder to sell. Wait, that's considered part of the Celestian set? Hold on, what? Weird. Anyways, what's
I'd
this?
like to see you again at Celestia Base Camp, if you've the time to spare.
I've never met you. But, okay. We'll consider that later. When we actually do make it to Celestia.
You have done what the best warriors of Rundlefjord couldn't. You must be the hero the minstrel spoke of.
Nice. So we just leveled up and we're already about a quarter. Or actually just a little under a quarter of the way to our next level. We'll hit level 56 soon, no
They've
issue.
sent you? Oh, that's welcome news. Tell him I've weathered the ice storm and am ready to do business.
I think that might actually be where I end this stream. Is when I hit level 56, or maybe a little bit after it. Because it shouldn't take that much longer past that point. I mean, we should be able to make a lot of progress past that point.
Though I am still groggy from the cold, I am always ready to offer a good deal.
So with that in mind, it might be best to leave it there. So it does seem like a pretty good spot to stop.
How good a leaf to show concern for my well-being. I would rather he offer fair prices when we trade.
Okay, let's see. Anything else? Nope, that was it. Oh, heading in the wrong direction. Is the next hole in the wall.
All of my trade partners and friends are well? How wonderful! You've done me a great favor.
Let me look where the trogs are too, actually. Because I do not remember exactly where this one is.
You aren't from here. Did you come with the coven, or are you here as a friend to the folk of Hrundelfjord? We can use allies in this grave time. I am an herbalist, and I do what I can to heal the sick. A tooth? What a strange request. And an odd coincidence. One I cannot ignore. When the ice first came, I bit a piece of it and broke a tooth. I'll readily give it to you, but can you help me? I have an ache from the missing tooth, and the herbs I need for the remedy are outside of town. I'll need a sprig each of valerian and of amaranth. They grow around the village and outside the front gates. I'll also need a branch of moonwort, which the coven nightwings may have taken. Gather those 3 herbs, bring them to me, and I'll look around and see if I can find that broken tooth.
Alright, easy enough. Hardest part is going to be actually grabbing that without getting into battles with the frostbones. Oh wait, never mind, that's aloe vera. So where's the other one? Valerian, amaranth. Alright, and fight the coven. Actually, don't know where it is in that case. Actually, no, we'll keep Iron Cursor. So, Coven Rune Claws. Fight those guys. I actually don't know where the plants are anymore. It's been a while. Fighting these guys as a myth is interesting, because they really do like to use this damage bubble. So it's actually really fun to be able to just basically skip using an extra blade as a myth against them. Alright, let's see. Unenchanted Power Nova should be able to kill these guys pretty easy at this point. So let's do that. Uh-oh. Can't believe these guys have this spell as one of the base ones. It's so annoying. What it does is it puts up a spell for death and life on you, which is extraordinarily overpowered. It's so overpowered, I'm pretty sure that they should have banned it in like a few different like ways that you would use to be able to obtain it. I think like the pet isn't even available anymore, although I might be misremembering. Okay, cool. We did get the Moonmort. Yeah, it's really difficult to get that card. I think there's only like one pet that actually has it. And then I don't think there's an item card. Although actually it's real difficult to remember. Ooh, nice. 3 frost flowers at once. I actually do need to replenish some of my supplies of those. Crafting with them when you actually do the crafting quests, those are one of the most common ones. So you actually always do want to be grabbing them from here whenever you do see them. All the other ones aren't as important. Alright, cool. So the Amaranth is up here. And so is the Trog. Nice. But where is the Valerian? It's outside the gates. Yeah, it's this stuff. It's gonna be a little bit tricky. Pick up that one. If this guy moves. There we go. Easy peasy. Nice. Alright, nice.
You're quite the gatherer. Those herbs will help ease the pain of this broken tooth. And here, this is for you.
Regan hands you a jagged piece of broken tooth. That must have hurt coming out.
That looks like the entire tooth. Like an entire shark's tooth, actually. Specifically. Looked more like a shark's tooth than a wolf's tooth. Wolf teeth are like thin, to my knowledge. That one had a lot of width. The wolf teeth are like thin and like weird looking. Kind of janky.
We have the 3 that cannot be. Now is the time to weave our greatest magic.
Actually, not really was janky. They're very smooth. They're very I'm not actually sure what a good word for that is.
Tooth, claw, and feather. These are symbols of our people, yet each comes from a source that cannot be.
You must bind them with the thread of your life, and weave them into the tapestry that is Grizzleheim's fate.
Take feather, claw, and tooth to the loom of fate. Tie them to your thread, you will know it, and return to us.
I like how the loom is a literal loom too. And it's just sitting out in the open, getting damaged by the snow.
Different from the others. You get a sense that it represents you. You tie the feather, claw, and tooth to the thread. Strangely, Grizzleheim feels a little more like home to you.
Add that to the Spiral Compendium, and we've got a new piece of lore about the wizard.
You can now dispel the magic that binds Grandmother Raven within her cage. It should open to your touch.
It's really difficult to hear, but she's actually like doing a bunch of random noises in the background while that's happening. She's going like wash a whoosh, wish a wash, or something like that. It's really stupid something. But here it is. Good old Grandmother Raven, an actual god.
Free from that cage. Now I can take on my true form. Do not be afraid. Walk up the ramp so that I can see you, eye to eye.
Funnily enough, this is her true form, but we never actually see her in it past this point. She always stays in that little form outside of Winter Dusk. Not entirely sure why.
It has been centuries since I wore this shape. Oh, to stretch these wings once more. There is still much to do, else the Everwinter takes us all in its cold, clawed grasp. When the Ice Titan fought with his brothers, the Titans of Fire and Storm, the world was threatened with ruin. Bartleby sung the song that put them to sleep, and bound together the shattered world, and spun it into the spiral. 4 sons there are of the Ice Titan, 4 giants of frost. Austri, Vestri, Sudri, and Nordri are their names. Each frost giant rules a land near Rundle Fjord, and they have never been friendly to bear, wolf, or raven. But the one they liked least was their father, the Ice Titan himself. While the father slumbers, the sons run wild. The 4 ice giants each have a means to bind their father to sleep. 4 golden seals, 1 to each. I lay this task upon you, to fetch back the golden seals. The gate to Austri's land will now open to you. Go through the gate and speak to Austri. Bargain for the seal, then return with it. There is no other way.
It's actually kind of interesting that these golden seals are actually brought up as being necessary to put him to sleep. Since technically, I actually find out later that there's actually multiple ways to keep them to sleep. The Everwinter basically is what's going to happen if you actually wake up the Ice Titan. So it's weird that the Ice Titan needs seals. I actually bring this up later so we don't spoil it out right here. This is a very bizarre bit of lore. Makes it seem like each of them actually have it, even though they're all just asleep normally. Sort of, it's weird. And cool, we actually get access to the wands here. And so you see, back at this level, critical was so tiny. It's so funny to think about now, whenever, or maybe not necessarily now, crit isn't nearly as important as it was like 3 years ago. Back when you wanted to nickel and diamond all the way up to 100% chance to crit. Yeah, it was so tiny here. It's so weird to look at it. Although nowadays, I suppose crit numbers are lower than they were a while ago. Alright, are there any side quests out in the open here? No, not yet. Okay. Probably should just use the teleporter to get over here. Oh. Maybe so. Yeah, it's weird to think that the Frost Titan had sons. Because it's not really clear when that would even have happened. Unless they just, like, came off of him in, like, little buds.
I pulled bigger things than you out of my nose. Who are you? And why should I bother listening?
Because, like, the Frost Titan existed. And then it, like, fought its brothers. And then it was put to sleep. Right, so when did it have time to create these? Because we'll actually get to see the Frost Titan a little bit later. And it's gigantic. So I can't imagine it had, like, a live birth thing. It has to, like, reproduce asexually, I believe. That would be the only thing that makes sense to me. But I have no idea when that would actually have happened. Or why it would have even happened. Why would it make sons? It doesn't need them. I don't know. The Titans are weird.
It's clear to me why you've come. You want the golden seal that will keep my father in his great sleep. The coven gave one seal to each of the Ice Titan's sons for safekeeping, but they do not know us very well. It pleases my brothers and me to let Emir sleep on while we rule over Bear, Raven, and Wolf. You're clearly a wizard of some renown, but I will not grant the seal to just any who ask. You must earn it. 4 tests I place before you. You must demonstrate your superiority in strategy, wits, charm, and strength. If you would have my golden seal, you must defeat the most cunning of my allies, Skagus Forkbeak. He dwells in a small shack next to my hall. You may have passed it on your way here. Defeat him and return here.
Nice. Okay, so it's loading everything. Yep, so I don't know when we're actually going to be able to access the side quests. But there are quite a few here. And we're already halfway up our XP bar to level 55. So we should be able to hit 56 by like the 2-hour mark. Which would be good. Where is he? Yeah, that's right. He's all the way back here. By outside his shack, he means at the very entrance of the street itself.
I saw you sniffing around Ostrey's Hall. What brings you here? If you want to impress me, you'll have to defeat me in a game of Thane's Table. It's a complex game, like chess. I can see you haven't heard of it, but don't worry, I'm starved for a good game. No one here is any good at it. I have defeated all of Grizzleheim at Thane's Table, all but Mimir Winterbane, and we played to a draw. If you want to learn how to play, and play well, you should go and beg him to teach you the rules of the game. Mimir dwells at the Well of Erd in Rundlefjord, guarded by the 3 Njorns. Tell him I sent you.
Yeah. This is going to be interesting whenever we get level 56, because, let me see. We have a 53% chance to crit now. So with all of that gear, depending on how much it actually adds up to, with an extra 90, we should go up to like a, or at 90 crit, around there. We should get like pretty much a 100% chance to crit, I'd imagine. That's right, it's the well down here. And with a 100% chance to crit with like double damage, that will make grinding through here in Celestia pretty much effortless.
You don't see anyone nearby. That rope looks suspicious. Does Mimir actually live in the well? There is only one way to find out.
Come on. There.
Who trespasses in my well? I'll send you to the coldest corner of the afterlife.
Yeah, so I don't think this guy has any cheats or anything. So it shouldn't be too hard. Oh, okay, but he has 6,000 HP. That's not good, because we did not prepare for that at all. I don't even think we have our feints in this deck anymore. Okay, so we have to quit. Like, just quit. And then come back. Immediately. Yeah, so we need to throw in our feints. Yeah, our feints plus maybe switch over to our other pet. Potentially, we'll lose out on damage. But the extra critical rating in blades, nah, we should actually be fine. Yeah, this setup should be fine. Alright, so hopefully we go first again. That would be very helpful. Nice. And we got it first turn again. We're gonna get the crit this time. Nice. Okay, we didn't get the crit on him, I don't think. So I guess we got the crit on the boss. Ooh, but wait a minute. Without any blades, it's not gonna kill them. Actually, like, yeah, it won't kill either of them, so it was pointless to use it. Yeah, before it was doing like 400 with just one blade. Plus the crit. So I was hoping the result would be similar here. Yeah, I guess that one blade really does make all the difference here. And he crit. We might actually face our first loss in here. Because he can just do that again and do a bunch of damage to us. So you know what, to help speed it along, we'll actually, hit this one with Judgment. If it crits, you'll be dead with the overtime, I believe. It didn't. Okay. That's still be close, like by next turn he'll be dead. Oh, never mind. He's dead. Cool. Okay, so now we can actually focus on the boss again. Yeah, so as long as he doesn't crit, we should be able to win pretty easily. So we'll just throw up our blades and handle this pretty normally. How's this boy? Okay, so he didn't use any tower shields at all during that point, or during that time, which is a bit concerning. It looks like he might use it here though. No, just an ice blade. Okay, so we pip failed twice. Ooh, it might have been a good idea to throw up feints at this point. If he crits with a blade on a strong spell, this will do a lot. Ooh, yeah, and he used Frost Zilla. That's the strongest one he could have used. Right, didn't crit though. So something like, what, 500? 900, okay. That was like double what I was expecting. How strong is Frost Zilla, actually? I didn't think it was that strong. That's a good question. How strong is Frost Zilla? Can we hit for 5,000? We only have a... Ooh, okay. So yeah, never mind. We cannot rely on crit here. We're gonna throw up another fail. Yeah, because we only have a 38% chance. He's a 12% chance to block it. And even if we do hit, it's only a 20% damage increase. And we got stunned. Fantastic. So, if he hits us here... He didn't. Okay, I was about to say, if he does, we might die. Because if he crits, it's like a guaranteed kill. So throw this up. Yeah, so... That's the annoying thing about the critical change. As soon as you encounter enemies with any amount of critical block, even if you... Okay. Well, we might be dead. Yeah, these crits were dead. In fact, even if it doesn't, we might still be dead because of that faint trap. Nope, we just barely survived. Okay. But yeah. Yeah, we need to draw into our judgment. There we go. Man, that was really cutting it close there. Okay. Yeah. So, even if you stack crit early on, as soon as you encounter anything with critical block, it immediately shoots way, way, way down. So even if you have like a close to 100% chance to crit, it'll only do like 20% more damage. Probably only like 10 sometimes. It's weird.
You have my apologies for the misunderstanding. I was not expecting guests. You have certainly strayed from the beaten path, Outlander. What brings you here? Skegus sent you to learn to play Thane's table at my hand? That's wise. If he taught you himself, then he might not get the most of the game, and he might try to cheat. Very well. I'll teach you how to play, but I'm so very hungry and so very cold. I'm in no mood to teach, yet. Fetch me a loaf of Regan Wildleaf's harvest bread, and I'll teach you to beat Skegus Forkbeak at his game.
It's kind of weird that a ghost would want to eat it all, but you know what? Maybe the bread is really just that good. So let's go ahead and get this guy his, I would say well-deserved meal, but he hasn't actually done anything yet. Also, we beat him, so it's not like he even won or anything. Yeah, in retrospect, this guy doesn't deserve anything, when I think about it.
I delivered the last of the bread to the bakery before the cold claimed the village. There should be some in the basket, though you'll need to heat it up in the bakery's oven. My harvest bread is meant to be served with fresh honey, but the nearest beehives are in Australund.
Okay. So we need to go a bit out of our way to get this guy's snack. Speaking of, I'm actually getting pretty hungry now too. Come on, there we go.
You find a loaf of Regan's harvest bread. It is cold, but looks tasty. A few minutes in the oven and the harvest bread is hot and ready to eat. Now for the honey.
Why didn't we grab the honey first? You know, because it'll just be cold by the time we get back there at this rate. Although I guess, would the honey freeze? I've never actually used honey in a place that's that cold. I actually don't know if honey can freeze. I mean, I feel like it could be pretty obvious that it could. I've never actually seen it.
You carefully gather some honey without angering the hive. Maybe the bees were expecting a bear.
But yeah. I mean, I feel like it has a weird viscosity to it. It'll make it so it doesn't freeze well. If anything, I imagine it would get like kind of frozen, but still be mostly malleable up unless you like freeze it completely all the way through. But I feel like it would have to be way colder than most things get. If you were to freeze it to that extent. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I'm just guessing. Okay, yeah. So the Ice Zilla can be like 455, 535 to like 650, 730. Ah, welcome, TS Womcat. Welcome, hello, how are you doing? Oh, okay, yeah. So apparently, good, you're just working on your storm? Nice. Yeah, so apparently honey can freeze, but if you freeze it, it doesn't crystallize. Weird. Okay. Anyways, moving on.
That smells delicious. Honey, too? You are indeed a generous guest.
Alright, nice. Third try. Yeah, you don't know where to get scrap iron? Best place to look, I'd say, would be in the bazaar, because sometimes people dump huge amounts of it in there. But otherwise, you have to look around. Depending on where you are, you'd want to realm hop in the first section, Regent's Park, I think it's called, of Marleybone, and just walk around the side streets. And you should get a few from there. I believe there's like 5 spawning locations. There's also some in Wintertusk, funnily enough. So, those 2 are the best locations, I think, for it.
I won't make you watch me eat it. After all, you're here to learn how to play Thane's Table. Let me start.
Mimir teaches you not only the basics of Thane's Table, but some advanced rules and some strategy. When he is finished teaching you the game, you think you can teach Skeggis a thing or two.
And that's all I can teach you. You are a good student. I think you will surprise Skeggis when you play.
Yeah, so like out here in Hrundel Fjord, if you're in Wintertusk, should be a good place to get it. I think there's like 3 or 4 spawning locations lying around here, although it is a bit more spread out. But yeah, Marleybone's Regent Square, I think, is the actual best place to look. You just need to switch realms every time you get all of the iron you see, because sometimes other people are grinding it at the same time. So it can get a bit weird. Oh, you're done with Wintertusk? Yeah, okay. Then if you just go between the 2 of them, then yeah, you should be able to get a bunch of scrap iron. It'll just take a while because of all the realm hopping and all the switching between the 2. Let's see. Alright, what's up, Skagus?
Mimir got you sorted out? Good. Ready to play some Thane's Table? Excellent. Lay your pieces out on the board and let's get started. What's that? You don't have any pieces? Is this some kind of jest? Most Thane's Table players supply their own pieces. I no longer have a spare set. The Frostbones took mine. If you want to recover my spare set, you're more than welcome to go and get it from the Frostbones that took it.
You want to be a max and helping low-level Wiz? You also want to be max on crafting? Yeah. Maxing out on crafting is a good idea. At least on one character. Because I actually went on my max crafter and just went ahead and made myself these in advance. But yeah. Nice of you to help out low-level wizards. Although a lot of the time for maxing out crafting, you do have to waste a lot of really valuable reagents. So, because of that, you oftentimes do have to, like, just sit a bazaar. I remember on my max crafting character, I had to sit around sometimes for like 30 minutes to an hour at times to get enough of the frost flowers, scrap iron, and sometimes I even have to go out of my way and hope I would get to see like sunstone or something in there.
Can you help me? I'm a forager for Rundle Fjord. I trap small game and bring them back to town for food. My traps have been tampered with, but why? If I cannot trap, I cannot feed the people of my village. Can you go examine my traps and see if they give you any clue as to the culprit? They are not far from the entry to Rundle Fjord. I will wait here for your return.
We're gonna level up soon, so I have to spend this energy. Get this pet up to Ultra, hopefully. Need to look at my bank, see if I have any extra snacks. Because I should have a few level 7 ones in there. Since I'm out of mega snacks, let's see. Ancient dates, ape ribs, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Oh, there we go. Some Dr. Jalapenos, but one specifically. Let's see. I have a lot of eye candies, but those I was only using for my culture. Let's see. Still, a level 6 snack is a level 6 snack, so... I'll take the hot cross buns. Oh, kiwi fruit, we'll take that one. Since I do want to use it as efficiently as we can without needing to waste time grinding up mega snacks, I'll just use the rank 6 and 7 snacks on my pet from now on, I think. Shanta pudding, easy. Chips and queso, another easy one to get more of. Let's see. I think that's a special snack, actually. We'll save that for later. Alright, that's it. Okay. Now we'll head back to Pavilion. That's the one issue with leveling up so much in Winter Tusk, is that it's really your best opportunity to spend all your energy, but I don't really use it for much, so I forgot to use it at all at this point. I do need my pet to Ultra so I can finally socket a mighty gem in it. That will be very helpful. Waterworks gives lots of mega pets food. Yeah, we'll eventually have to grind out Waterworks eventually anyways, but it's actually not the best source in my opinion. Best one is gardening, for pretty simple reasons. Second one, actually no, best would be for crafting, if you're just talking about like pure XP, so you can make the golden wheat breads, which are the easiest. then it would be gardening, and then I'd actually say that in terms of stat spread, I would say that Mirror Lake is the best, because pixie sticks give you a lot. Waterworks, in my opinion, is a bit long for grinding mega stacks. Especially since, while you can respawn the boss, a lot of the times you're gonna not have it unless you specifically get a team for that. In which case, it's also very annoying filling up your backpack so much with it. But yeah, I just need to actually get back into the fishing and crafting golden wheat bread. Like, I had like 200 before I made this thing. Now I'm completely out. So I need to get more in time for the next double pet XP. Let's see.
I can't remember Hooty Who is me. A spell was cast on Hooty? I had a box of marbles. They kept me free of spells and curses and grim malady. Talk to Ulthar the Wise and please plead my case. Perhaps he's seen my marbles someplace.
Maybe he has seen your marbles. Let's see. Any other quests? Yep, there's one over here. I do like that Lost His Marbles quest. It is kind of a funny one.
I wish to arm myself with the greatest bow ever drawn, but I lack the wood, and the string, and the craft to make it. I must defend my village, and cannot do so without a mighty bow. Can you assist me with that? I must have 3 knots of hornwood for the bow, and 3 manes of thick hair from tusked raiders for the string. Hornwood trees grow throughout Australand, and the boars make their camp to the north. Those things must be taken to Honir the Crafter in Hrundel Fjord, who is awaiting them. Can you gather those items, take them to Honir, and return to me when they are delivered?
Okay, we're here. We might as well fight these frostbones. See if we can't get the chest pieces. Or thin stable pieces. Oh right, I still have these feints in my deck. Alright. I'm gonna take those out after this one. Let's see. Shouldn't be too hard. Even with the sort of weird first turn we have. Do you have scrap iron that you can sell and buy? Me personally, I do not think so. Yeah, unfortunately, we all needed scrap iron at one point. And once you don't need it anymore, it's kind of useless, funnily enough. Because nothing high level uses scrap iron. And doesn't even have a good transmute, I don't think. It just makes springs, if I'm remembering correctly. Which is a pretty useless reagent itself. So, with that, I have no reason to get more. Which is unfortunate. Nice. Good damage on it, though. But yeah, I wish you luck in finding it if you're not seeing it in the Bazaar. Sometimes you just have to wait a while. Or if you are a sneaky person, you can actually go into the gamer's trading post Discord and see if anybody is asking to buy it. And then within like the next 10 or so minutes, you can potentially snipe their scrap iron from them. You know, if you're feeling like a villain. You can do that too. You just have to time it properly. You'll just look. Yeah. It's a lot more efficient, technically, to just look for like the good old-fashioned way. At least at that point, it's pretty much guaranteed. It just takes forever to do. Have to pass. This should kill them anyways, though. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, okay. So Iron Curse does deal with these guys well enough.
They're made of carved bone. Perhaps a relative?
So that is pretty interesting. That the Iron Curse is actually not as bad as I was expecting it to be. I mean, it's still not good, but against ice enemies who spam tower shields, it might actually be decent. Because while its damage is super low, so is their health at this point. So I might actually get good usage out of it for the rest of this world. Nice. It's not totally useless. It's just mostly useless. Okay, let's see. What else are we doing? We need to talk to this guy.
Hod sent you, didn't he? He's always been a bit odd, but without his box of marbles, he's gone mad. I don't know why the marbles calm him down, but if you want to help Hod, you'll get them back for him. He scuffled with some Razor Tusk warriors a while ago. Perhaps they have his box of marbles.
Let's see. Razor Tusk warriors, Tusk raiders. They're different. Celestia is so much of the things you need.
Some of the traps have been smashed and others are missing. A trail leads into that nearby cave.
Does Celestia actually have much of anything? I'm having trouble remembering. If I'm remembering correctly, Celestia doesn't have that much in terms of what you would need. Besides kelp. Kelp is pretty much the only thing. And also, there's nothing really good to craft in Celestia. What specifically are you looking for besides scrap iron from Celestia?
Are you the one trapping in my land? I will send you back to your village with your tail between your legs.
It has so much scrap iron? Does it? I don't remember seeing a lot of scrap iron in Celestia, but maybe it was already picked clean by the time I was there. And oh boy, we get to fight Frostbranch. This guy is gonna be a pain. Yeah, so this guy is super tedious and super duper annoying. So let's see, what can we do here? Need more balance blades. We'll need this other one too. Okay, I think this should work. So let's see. Potentially, this should work. So they'll cheat cast this first turn, I believe. Let's see. I believe this should work. And we fizzled. Alright, come on. Let's do this. I might have to actually have too many blades. Okay. Minor Fire Scorch again. Let's see. There we go. That worked. Nice. Alright, so now we'll throw up a 30% balance blade. Other than that, I think we just have to tank whatever this guy throws at us. Because if we could take him out, the Razor Tusk warrior shouldn't be a big deal. Oop, and he got a crit. And he has a trap. Never mind. We are probably going to die very quickly here. This guy, oh, Scarecrow. Oh, never mind. He Death Ninja picked, which means we'll be weaknessed. That's even worse. Okay, so we'll go for another one. We'll go for Iron Curse. And cool, got the critical. So this will hopefully crit the mob, so we'll just kill it over time when we build up to another judgment. You have stone block that you can sell? I do not believe I have that either, unfortunately. I'll have to check on my other character. So maybe later on in the stream, I'll be able to help you out a little bit and go on my other character and see. Yeah, I'll have to see about that later. Oh great, he crit the earthquake there. That's not cool. Okay, so going to need to. Yeah, I think we might actually be dead. Yeah, because he'll be able to hit us really hard. Well, he didn't blade himself, so I don't know, maybe. And it did use a poison, so hopefully nothing too bad. Alright, well we might just have to go for this. Let's see, we'll discard a Balance Blade, draw that, hit him with Enchant the Judgment. Nice, it went through. Perfect. Then we got a crit. And it didn't block. Nice. And Frost Branch is down. N7 and H9 VKM. I'd have to add you on my other characters, so I'll have to remember that later. But yeah, I'll try to help you out a little bit later. Because I'm pretty sure every reagent I have is on that crafting character. Nice. So we did Frost Branch first try. Potentially, if this hits. It better hit. If it fizzles... Okay, there we go. You have to make a new one if you want to add it later. No, it should still be active by the time I switch over. So we'll just have to, like, copy and paste it.
Find a wooden
and add it into a notepad or something.
But there are no marbles inside. You should tell Hod the bad news.
As long as nobody else uses it in that time. Because it's active for 24 hours. See, I'll just copy and paste that. And then if you want to remind me a little bit later, I will do that before I end. I'm thinking about ending shortly after I hit level 56. So what I might do is... Oh, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah. We should hit 56 pretty soon. And then when we do that, I'll end on this character. And then I think I'll switch over and see what I can do. Like right at the very end. So let's see. Trapper gone. Sky. And Hot. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Where's your level right now? On this character, level 54. But we should level up as soon as we turn in these quests.
Found out what was happening? How troubling. I will do what I can to be more respectful of the land.
Yep, there's one. Yeah, Winter Tusk gives us a lot of experience, so we should level up as soon as we turn this one too.
Hoo hoo! You bring naught but ill news. Will you still help me? I ask you to choose. I cannot believe the words I have heard. There must be a way to help save this day. Ragna Heartmender is the one you must seek. Our people she'll help every day of the week. Seek her to the north. Close by you will find. Ragna can help mend my poor shattered mind.
Yep, there's level 55. So we need to take out a few of these and add in a Power Nova again. I'm actually surprised I managed to beat Frost Branch first try. He's pretty hard. Alright, so Tusk Raiders. It's not these guys. We're level 57 now, yes? No, we're level 55.
Hod Mindseeker sent you? That poor dear. He was one of our greatest hunters, but he's now got a peg loose. He's wandering out in the wild and keeps speaking in verse, seeking some colored stones to help him. It won't work. What he needs is the rush of battle to restore his thoughts, to bring him back to who he was. If you wish to help Hod, you must go and challenge him to a duel. A good scuffle will set him right as rain.
Nice. Okay, so we have that one. Now we need to find out where to fight these Tusk Raiders. Okay, so this should be right over here, apparently. Okay.
And now that you're ready, let's begin. To the Thane's table.
Skegis is a master at the game. Every move is deliberate, calculating, and without hesitation. You lose your sense of time while playing. It is difficult to keep track of the rules and advice Mimir gave you. Skegis pauses and leans back. The game is over and the winner all but decided. You think you've lost, but then why is Skegis frowning? You look again and realize you won.
Nice.
Mimir taught you well. You can tell Ostry that you bested me in strategy.
Good. So now we fight these Tusk Raiders. Hopefully we get everything we need from these guys. With the rate of XP we're getting, I should be able to help you within like the next 20-ish minutes, I'd say. Because I was planning on ending it around 2 hours and 30 minutes anyways. I've been going for about 2 hours. In the meantime, I'm actually a little bit curious myself what the best place to get scrap iron. Will you still be live when I help you? Possibly. When I switch over to my other character, it doesn't really matter either way, I guess. I might end the stream and help you out. I might, not do it. I'm not sure. Are you uncomfortable being on it? Like, do you not want to be, like, seen on stream or something, or? Because I'm fine either way. Okay, cool. Got 2 out of 3. Okay, so it'll be easy then, because I can see and hear you. Okay. Yep, then we can just do it on stream when I switch over. Alright, I'm not really getting what the best location is for it. Yeah, hold on. I will see if I can find that. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I believe I found a better way than realm hopping. It's potentially faster. I will show it later. So apparently if you walk in and out of Counterweight East, the dungeon next to Big Ben, you're actually able to enter and exit, and there's a piece of scrap iron that's guaranteed to be there. So if you go in, wait the sigil, walk in, turn right, and walk around a little bit, you can grab the scrap iron that's in there and get it. Big Ben? Yeah. And not Big Ben itself, but the counterweight. Counterweight east and west. They're the two ones off to the side of it.
Can I help you? A bow? Of hornwood and tusked raider mane? I can make that bow for you. It will be my greatest work.
Yeah, so you go in, and then you grab the scrap iron that's in there, and then you leave. And then you just go right back in.
It will take time, though. You can tell Ragnar to visit me in a few days, when it will be complete.
As for the stone blocks, to my knowledge, Dragonspire is still the best, but there may be a similar trick. So I will look that up in a second and see if there is. Okay, talk to Ragnar.
I was hoping for it immediately, but I suppose I am destined to wait. Thank you greatly for your aid in this.
Rock? Let's see. Yeah, to my knowledge, it seems like Dragonspire might still be the best. We are back? Okay. Let's show that off later. Oh, we do actually need a lot more XP, huh? Okay. Weird. Alright, we need to fight Hod, too. We'll talk to Austri. Why not?
That took a while. I was sure you fled. How did you do? So, you've beat Skegis in a game of Thane's Table, which shows you are a master of strategy. This next challenge will be no easy matter. You must defeat my riddle master at a game of wits. His name is Grond, and he dwells in a village not far from here. Go and challenge him to the riddle game.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that, but we also need to fight Hod. So, might have to do this the old-fashioned way. No, actually, the wolf camp should be right next to him, right? Yeah, it's right over here. Back? Welcome back.
It cannot
Yes.
be these things you say. I'll set you right and send you on your way.
A mad look crosses Hod's face, and he begins to growl at you.
Ah, okay. Well. He's a balance boss. That's awkward. How much HP does he have? Oh, not that much. Okay, this shouldn't be too hard then. And we got Hydra for a start. Nice. Okay, let's see. Pop another one. Okay, perfect. All 4 of my blades, it should kill no problem. So we'll just pop up this last blade storm. You got it? Oh, you got all the stone and scrap iron you need? Okay, cool. Yeah, so stone blocks, the easiest way to get them are Dragonspire. I'll show you how to do it in a second, actually. Surprised managed to get it so quickly. Did you get it lucky with the bazaar, or was the counterweight east thing that fast? Nice. Big bed thing? Interesting. That would probably explain why it's so common in the bazaar, though. You just needed 1? Okay. Thought you meant you needed like 60 or something. There you go. Stone blocks. Depending on how many you need, it might be even easier though. So what you do is you just go to Dragonspire. I'm already in a very unpopulated realm, so I might actually find some home here. But yeah, basically just come to the Athenaeum. And to a little section right next to the library. Also, there's an ore here. This is the best place to get ore, diamonds, and stone blocks at the same time, to my knowledge. And it seems like that still seems to be the case, after seeing everything I could on the internet. Like, look. So let's see, any stone blocks here? Not in front of here, but there is the ore. Oh, there's the stone blocks. So yeah. What you do is you come here, you collect everything, and then you just switch down to the next realm on the list, and there you go, like that. And this is the best spot for getting stone blocks, or let me see if I can get a diamond from one. Well, if you get lucky, you get diamonds. Ah, yeah, there we go. So, yeah, basically you just want to come here and do this. All the time. It'll take you a little while because the realm hopping reset thing has a cooldown. But it's easy to do if you put on like a TV show or something in the background. It's pretty mindless. It doesn't seem like anybody's on right now, so... Oh, I forgot to talk to him. Oh, wait, is he out here? Yeah, he's out here.
What have I done?
Right.
The madness has passed. My thoughts are clear.
There's nothing there for you? Yeah, if there's nothing there for you, you need to hop down to the next realm, because it just means it's gone.
In my madness, I failed in my role as a gatherer for our food stores. Can you help me set matters right? The boars who attacked me took my wild root, frost berries, and winter yams, the last of this year's harvest. Without those, my people will go hungry and despair, for those are sacred foods in our fair. Can you go defeat the boars and recover the wild root, frost berries, and winter yams they stole from me? In my...
We'll do that. Did I get anything from the Razor Tusk Warriors? Okay, I do. Yeah, people do use that grinding spot a bit, so... It really depends on what time of day you're doing it. But right now, if you go to like the really low populated ones, you should have some pretty good luck there. Let's see. There we go. And we missed. Great. Okay, we'll just use Hydra. Since we forgot to take it out of the deck. It is nice seeing critical again on all of our attacks. I'm sort of missing it. Okay, we get all the... We didn't even get all the wild loot we need. What a ripoff. Okay. Yeah, I'm still surprised we managed to beat Frostbranch so easily. That guy's like the pinnacle of difficulty in Winter Dusk. Well, besides the final boss fight here. But by then we'll have way better gear, so yeah, nice. Anyways, just have to deal with these losers. A bunch of them too, because apparently they're not dropping the food guaranteed. So that's gonna be annoying. Let's see. Tusk? What level of crafting do you need to craft Winter Tusk? Level of crafting. That is a good question. So now you need to be level 56 to equip it. Crafted gear. Let's see. Just back out of the street really quick. You'll need to be a Grandmaster Artisan, so you'll need to complete the crafting quest of Celestia for it. Bruh. Oh, what is that, the one you're doing right now? Or something? Or are you still way behind on it? You're on the Marleybone? Oh. Well, in the very least, if you've already beaten Winter Dusk, then you should be in a pretty good position to just speedrun getting the rest of the reagents. Because the crafting quests aren't that difficult if you're already like a higher level, since most times getting the reagents is usually just difficulty of like a world box on it. Alright, level 53. 54. Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, you beat Winter Dusk at level 54? Interesting. Yeah, nice. But yeah, you need to be level 56 before you can even equip it. That's the biggest issue. But since you already got it, it shouldn't be too hard, thankfully. Although, let me see. Oh, right, I don't have the recipe on this character. I was gonna say, you want to make sure you actually have the ingredients you need to craft it. Ooh. Okay, so the brawlers are the balanced ones, so we need Hydra. Again. I was gonna see which ones are actually needed for it. I forget, I haven't really touched crafting on this character yet. Maybe I should, but it's gonna be so much easier to just have it on the one character. Because the reviewed crafting quest is just painful. If you don't do it on every character, I'd have to go back into PvP and get more of those stupid participation trophies. You're on Mushu? Hmm? In terms of main quest, you're on Mushu? Oh. Wait, you beat Winter Tusk before you beat Mushu? How does that even happen? Until the gear? Huh. Okay. That's interesting. No, for the craft? Oh, you mean, okay, you mean crafting quests. I thought you meant that you were on Mushu in terms of your world. I'm about to say, that's the most confusing thing I've ever heard. That would certainly be unique. I mean, I imagine you need a lot of help, like with a friend to beat it. Yep, there we go, that's one. Did we get... We didn't even get one. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. We will just change our realm. Hopefully the next one has something... anything. There we go, 2 at once. Okay, hopefully we get all of them from here. Let's see. Blade. Okay, nice. You have 80k gold, so you could be okay buying things. Yeah, for the most part, unless you need like sunstone or something. Which is really the only one that costs a lot out of all the stuff you need to craft the Winter Tusk stuff. Oh great, we only got one. Okay. Let's go, come on. Yeah, if you need more, you already finished Winter Tusk, so you could always do more half-egg if you need it. Let's see. You need 9 wood and 18 black lotus. Black lotus is actually really common around Winter Tusk. I think specifically here, actually. So you could do the realm hopping trick here for black lotus. In Australand. It's very common around Winter Tusk, if I'm remembering correctly. And wood is very, very common. It's like everywhere. Thankfully. Wood is easy there also, yeah. Subbing my recommendation instead of buying it. Even though recently a lot of people seem to be selling Black Lotus more often, I've noticed. I'd still recommend just grabbing it manually.
Food stores are replenished with this bounty you have fought hard for. You have our eternal blessing. It is a small thing, but for some reason I think I am missing something else. Have you any marbles?
Nice. Okay, so are there any more side quests or should we just... Okay, yep, main quest time. Yes, this way. Can't port to you so you can get there? Sure. I need to find your code again. Let's see. Enter friend finder. Oops. Wait, crap. Exit. There we go. Okay, there we go. Not there? Yeah, it's this one. N7N. Oops. N7N. H9VKM. Okay, there you go. You can just port over. There you go.
Rond is Riddle Master of
Yeah, no problem.
Austriland, famousest in all Grizzleheim.
Might as well do it properly.
What is your name?
You tell Grond your name.
You pretty good at riddle game. You win. Grond did not even know answer to that one.
Nice. Okay. Back to Austria. Yeah, so this one actually isn't worth much XP at all. Unfortunate. It's actually gonna need us to beat all of Austerland before we hit level 56. It seems like.
Let me guess. You beat Grond? Maybe he'll win one someday.
17.
With the challenges of strategy and wits under your belt, you're still only halfway to
Just gonna put how much you need in here.
Seal.
17 like Black Lotus?
The challenge of charm can't be won as easily. You'll have to convince a warrior to part with his weapon.
I need 17 more Black Lotus, yeah.
The wolves have been causing me no end of trouble, and none more so than their chief, Garm Moonstalker. His spear is a thorn in my side, so I'll be wanting it from him. But you must win it without harming him. Go and take Garm's spear from him. He won't give it up easily, so be warned. You can find him in the wolf camp.
Nice. Okay.
Oh there, Outlander. You must be the one who helped my cousins in the Merkholm. So, friend, I welcome you. How can I help you? Be warned, my time is short. I have many boars to defeat. Austria's thugs are endless. You wish to take my spear? I would gladly give it up if it meant my foes were all defeated.
Yeah, so we should beat a few different boars. Probably any type of work. Yeah, okay, any type. Oh, and there's the truck. Nice. Found it without even looking for it. Although it is kind of taunting me over there. Okay. We're more forward. Nice. Yeah, realm hopping does take a while, but it is the most guaranteed way to get them, as long as it's not like super busy. If only there was a more efficient way of getting it like that counterweight trick. There might be, it just might not be common knowledge of a certain dungeon. Because you'd have to like go in and out of each and every one. And see. Okay. That's unfortunate, but it will not cause any big deal. The fact that we keep fizzing. Let's see. There's powered up. Perfect. South the rows open forward. Okay, got it. Alright, so that should make 3 out of 4. Done with the golden seal. And with that, we should level up again. Hopefully.
You have my spear to use as you see fit. Do not worry, I have several others ready to use against the boars.
Nice.
Garm's spear. Now with this in my hands, he is rendered powerless. My boars will make short work of him. The final test you shall face is the test of strength. I will not mince words. It is a battle you must win. There is a cave near my hall, and in it is a fearsome ice troll named Solkir. He is my mightiest champion.
Does he have cheats? That is the question. I do not think so. Let's see. Yep, nothing. Okay, cool. Although he does have a lot of health and tower shields. So we'll have to figure that out.
Go there, face Solkir in battle, and return to claim the golden seal. There are no further conditions.
Okay, so we have that. We'll grab our feints. Okay, easy. Hopefully. It should be. Alright, let's do this.
My club is hungry. Step on over here so I can feed it.
This will be annoying, but thankfully Iron Curse should be able to handle the shields for the most part. Let's see. First we need to actually draw it, I guess. Okay. Perfect. One blade up with Iron Curse. Easy peasy. So yeah, for crit, this should do like 500 damage. Each overtime. And 26. That probably wasn't a crit. There we go. Perfect. Got it on the minion too. See, after one. See, yeah, Frostbones is dead. With that overtime damage. Hola, welcome, Furious Felix. Hello. We are slowly making our way through Winter Tusk. How are you doing? Right, Iron Curse was a bit of a waste since I didn't bother putting up any tower shields, but I guess that's for the best. Oh great, another critical. We're gonna come out close to being dead. Yeah, we need more blades, so we haven't had time to throw up any feints either. If they throw up a feint, any crits, then we're dead. And we keep pit failing too. I think I might just have to go for it. Let's see. If we crit, maybe. Possibly. Hmm? Did you come to join? Oh, yeah. Well, with that. No. You have to flee. Yeah, this is a solo only thing. So I'm probably dead on my own. Let's see. I appreciate the attempt to help. But yeah, this is solo only. It's a big reason why I wouldn't add anyone on this account. Are we dead? I think we are dead. Nope, we are still barely alive. Although we are probably dead next to it. Yeah, we're dead. So what we'll do is we will flee. And let's head right back in. Because this should be easy. Unfortunately, we do need that last level before we're able to do it. Oh, cool. Can we just grab the runestone?
Tree and Raven stopped the war. They sang the song of sleep and put the Titans to rest.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Nice. Cool, so I remember grabbing the Trog, I think. And make sure before I leave. Because I don't want to have accidentally forgotten to grab the Trog. Sometimes I do that. Like I see it in there, forget. 0 more wood? Nice. And you also got all the Black Lotuses you need. Of course you crit. You're a jerk, sulk here. You're a real jerk. But whatever. I'll just deal with you. What time? 4? Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we have our blades, but maybe I should set up the feints at this point. Okay, now we're not pip failing. Yeah, we actually probably would have won if half of those regular pips hadn't failed on the white pips instead. That would have been very helpful. Let's see. This should kill, but just in case... We'll still enchant it. Should kill without it, though. Alright, nice. No block. Perfect. Okay. Nice. Let's see. Talk to Austri. Well, level up from this at least.
I was sure you'd meet your doom at Sulkir's hands, but I'm impressed at the outcome. You can have this golden seal. I wish you luck with my brothers. They'll not be so easy to bargain with.
I like that as an actual literal seal, too.
Vestri is the next of us you'll need to talk to. He rules Vestriland, to the west of Hrundel Fjord. The gate to Vestriland is locked, shut fast by the coven. A magic lock that cannot be forced or picked. A raven named Grimaldi Keymaker lives to the south of my hall. He is no friend to the coven, but knows locks. I have not seen Grimaldi in years, but if anyone will know how to open the lock to Vestriland, it is Grimaldi. You should go speak to Grimaldi and see if he can make you a key. Then take the golden seal to Grandmother Raven.
Got all the things you need? Nice. So after that, you just need to do the Dragonspire one, and then you should be good, right? Oh, actually, you still have to do the Celestia one. Let's see, Grimaldi. Where are you? Oh, it's in this one. But then you are... Ching? Yeah. Well... But look at the Dragonspire one. I think that one needs lots of diamonds. You have to do the maid thing.
It's been years since anyone lived here. It reminds you of a tomb.
Because you can't get into the next world? Oh, have you not done Celestia yet?
That runestone
That would
may
actually
have
make
some
sense.
clues to what happened to Grimaldi.
Yeah, because I remember you said you were like 53 or 54? Yeah. So, you actually are going to need to make some progress in Celestia. You need to get up to the floating land for the crafting quest there.
Who disturbs my eternal rest? I see all. The secrets of life and death are known to me. You seek a key to Vesterland, sealed by the coven. Though the cold of the grave is great, the chill of the Everwinter will be much worse. So I will help you. The coven asked me to destroy the key, but I would not. So they slew me. And now I am hungry for vengeance. They could not banish the key, so the coven broke the Vesterland key into 2 parts. Parts
that can be reunited. They gave one piece each to two ice colossi named Nali and Nar, who dwell in different caves nearby. Defeat Nali and Nar, recover the pieces of the key, and return to me. I will repair them.
Okay. Should be easy. Oh yeah, and 17,000 will level up for sure after this. You buy the thing, but you don't see it. The recipe? Let's see, where are they? Is that him? Or is this in a different area? Yeah? Oh, yeah, they're not at all. You might not be the correct crafting level for it. Did you? Actually, no, you just did the quest, so you should be the right level for it. Yeah, I don't know. Not seeing it, I wouldn't be able to help. We have the basic crafting station. Oh yeah, then you might need to use a different one.
It is to no good end. I will destroy you.
If it's a Mushu, I think you need the housing crafting station for it. If I'm remembering correctly. Where do you get a new one? I do not remember. Some of them are different. They vary, depending on where you are in it. But I do believe the Mushu crafting quest requires the furniture crafting thing. Maybe. Oh wait, no, it's the Seal of the Seraphim? Let's see. Two possibility Dirks. Am I misremembering? Okay, yeah, you need the equipment crafting station. Oh yeah, so you buy it from a furniture vendor, the equipment crafting station. You're in Wintertusk or just Grizzleheim? We are in Wintertusk. Now, finally. So we're hoping to level up soon. Where? There should be someone nearby in the Jade Palace. It's just the one with the little furniture sign in front of the door. And from there you should be able to buy the crafting station. At least that's what it says. Yes, but after this quest we should be level 56. Yeah, no problem. Let's see. Yeah, for some reason they decided to make it so that the equipment crafting station was made for obviously crafting equipment, but they didn't introduce it earlier. Like all the ones you were making before that were with the basic one. Yeah, so in the recipe, actually, I think you actually can hover over the crafting station symbol and it will actually tell you which one you need. Actually got confused for a similar reason with the Dragonspire crafted gear at one point. And I was trying to craft it for fun. It had a weird part. It needed the Dragonspire crafting station in order to make anything with it. And it doesn't tell you that the Dragonspire crafting station is like at the very end of the world. Because it's like an actual physical location there. Card crafting station, that is another one, but no, you need the equipment crafting station for the quest. But yeah, you will need the card crafting station for the reagents. And mega snacks, so you should pick that up too. Okay, I was not expecting that. 2,000 damage. That's surprising. Can this buy all of them? Yeah. You do need all of them for it. For crafting later. Okay, yeah, so I wasn't expecting that. 2000 damage. Nice. That's like almost old mage. Let's see. You're buying a new house for your crafting? Yeah, it's a good idea. It's 40k, should you do it? The Royal Playhouse is like 15k, and you get that from Wizard City. I'd recommend that one if you just need the space. Oh great, put up a shield, that's not good. Let's see. Toss that Iron Curse, toss Power Nova. Toss that. Got the other Feint, why not? Okay, so I'll put this fast blade, and then nothing will hit. Alright, let's see, what are we gonna do here? Alright, we got the crit. Even though it's only like 20% damage. Okay, perfect. 10k. Nice. I need to grab more potions before I do the next one. Let's see. Where's this guy? Over here. Okay. Let's see. Come on, there we go. Playhouse? Yeah, the one I'm in right now. The Royal Playhouse is very large, and it has a lot of access for storage. What it is, it's basically just a storage locker for relatively cheap. Unless you actually like the way it looks, which, you know, is pretty based. Alright. Good. Now you got it? Nice. Yeah, because for 15,000 you get all of this space, plus a pretty big house. I just put all my extra stuff in here, basically.
You cannot hide from me, trespasser, and you will never take the thing I guard.
If only we had the next gear. If only we didn't even do this quest, this would be a lot easier. Oof, he's starting out with 7 pips. Okay, he might just frost giant us immediately. That's really bad for us. Storm, why not? Make it easy. So I think what I'll actually do is I'll throw up this other blade and then I'll hit him with the Iron Curse. Yeah, that's it. That's about what I was expecting to happen. Alright, nice. I already need to get back. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, just Iron Curse. Okay, so if this crits on both of them, this will actually do pretty good damage. It did not crit against him for sure. But it did against him. Nice. Perfect. So what's the deal with the Shadow playthrough? When you reach level 98, you get access to Shadow spells. And so, for that reason, when we can access them, we're going to use exclusively those. Now that we're at Arc 2, we're basically at the halfway point. So, hopefully within like the next 2, maybe 3 months, we'll be able to start the playthrough officially. Depending on how much progress I can make. Actually, it shouldn't take that long. Each world should probably only take like a week at most, depending on how much I actually want to play. So, when we finish Chrysalis Part 1, we'll have access to it. So yeah, within like February, probably, realistically speaking, we should be using shadow spells exclusively. Which will be fun, I think. I mean, not fun. It'll actually be painful. It'll be horrendously painful because shadow spells are awful. But I just really want to use them. And I don't think anyone else has ever done this before. Because they're so bad. They are so awful. You'd have to be insane to use it. Alright. So with this, we'll throw up a feint. Let's see. Down with Power Pip. Throw up the Bounce Blade, and then I think next turn will kill. You know how to get to the place I'm at? I'm still in Australand. What you do is you just go to Wintertusk and then you just enter it manually. Now if you need to get back there. Otherwise you can just port me when I'm out of here. Australand is the one closest, I believe, to the entrance as well. I didn't crit, so it didn't straight up kill us. Otherwise it would have for sure. You see it? Yeah. It's easy to find. Thankfully. If it was really difficult to get to, it would be really annoying. Yes, there we go, finally. We beat both of them, and now we'll finally be level 56. I'll be able to use my almost waterworks gear. It's funny that since this hat actually gives a blade, I should actually be able to get my waterworks gear really quickly. Actually, I need to check if all the 30% blades stack though, because they are from different pieces of gear, but I'm pretty sure if the item card percentage is the same, it doesn't stack. So I'll need to see. That's the hat you want, but Storm? Yeah, hat's really good. And it also saves you having to grind out the squid guy in Waterworks. I think for every school balance, assuming they don't stack, it would be really good.
Very well. Let me have those pieces and I will bind them anew. What is this? A curse lays upon them? Be ready. Binding the keys together has summoned a guardian, and he yearns for your destruction.
The coven sends its regards, Outlander.
Oh, we do have to beat this guy still. Okay. That's annoying. I might not have enough HP for this. But we'll definitely kill the minion then, in that case. That is the one thing I will attempt to do. So we can just come back in and kill both of them. They really want to hold me off on getting my level 56 gear equipped though. It is a see, we'll just judgment the shield off. Just make sure he dies. Man, he has a lot of pips. And he's using them in a blizzard. That's interesting. Interesting strategy. Okay. Let's see. We'll just pop another judgment. Perfect. Union's dead, now we can come back and fight the boss. Oh, never mind. They both come back. I guess I had to be defeated for it to work. Okay, this is weird. Good. What should I do here? I might need to pull out Availing Hands for this. I think I might actually need the heals. Okay. Oh yeah. Well, this is a very difficult way. You see my house because you have so many things? Potentially after this. Depending on how much I end up actually doing. Yeah, when you're done. Yeah. Hopefully this crits on the minion again. Because I actually am going to need it through in this case. Perfect. We should crit against both of them, but can't ask for everything. Yes, we might actually have to go for the Pound over here. I think otherwise the guy might survive with just barely some amount of HP. The minion specifically. Yep, so we might need Pound over here. guess it answers my question of what I was going to do next turn. Alright, well I didn't crit, so thankfully I still went through that much. Yeah, only 645. And that does give me a stun shield too, so that's not too bad. Alright, reload the pass. And then go for the enchanted power Loba. We will toss Bladestorm. Perfect. Alright, didn't fizzle. If it did, I don't know what I would have done in that case. Let's see. Only 2 go. That is not a lot. I think we need to use a Veiling to like Blade up. Yeah, it seems like my best option here. Perfect. Yeah, just in time. Ooh, nice. We even got a critical heal. Perfect. Right, so now we can use the rest of our blades pretty much freely. Perfect. Now we're gonna be crit hits us. It won't be that big of a deal. Yeah, the crit relay is gonna make all the difference with those evading hands. It's gonna be very helpful. Okay, final blade. Alright, and then after this, once Australand is done, we'll finally have access. I think we only need like 1 feint with 3 blades, and then we'll be able to be fine. Yeah, finally, we'll finally have it. In Mushuk, you can buy and craft spells. Is there any storm spells? There's a 1. So there's a wooden skeleton key boss that I do not remember their exact location, but his name is okay, yeah, so in the Cave of Solitude area, now there's a cheating boss. I'll type his name in the chat after I whoops, not that one, this one. There we go. Yep, so if you Google that name, you'll be able to find out where he is and what his cheats are. And if you have wooden skeleton keys, you can fight him for a spell called Catch of the Day.
Of the key to Vestraland's gate. Now the gate will open to you. Return to Rundlefjord and tell Grandmother Raven that her wayward son served you, even in death.
So yeah, even if you what's the word? Yeah, even if you like grind Lore Master, Catch of the Day is a unique spell. What, you when ready? Oh yeah, for your house, right. Yeah. Let me just hand in this quest so I can get my gear equipped. Okay, there we go. Air was just confused for a second. Right, but that is the first section of Winter Dusk done, and a pretty good place to leave off, I'd say.
You have Austri's golden seal and a key to Vestraland. You have done well, achieved more than I could have asked. With that key, you can open the gate to Vestraland and confront Vestri, the ruler over that land. but it will not be so easy to reach Vestry. I know of a farmer in the area who can help you, Henrik Graincutter. Go through the gate of Vesterland and find Henrik. He will be able to tell you how to get Vestry's golden seal. Promise me that you'll do what you can to help Henrik. He and his people have suffered much since the coven attacked.
Alright, here we go. Finally. We have actual good equipment again. Let's see. You can equip the Garnet Bear Claw for more damage, although we actually want to check that out first. Let's see. Oh, that's level 58. Okay. What is the shields on this? 55? Not the best. Okay. Ring of Wolf Song. We'll just use the Winter Tusk Ring of Valor in that case. Perfect. Alright, we're all decked out in our gear. Let me just take these up before I forget about them. Oh, okay. The robe gives us a hex. Okay, so... hang on a second. Let me just, equip that. Spell deck. And do this one. Re-equip that. Okay. Now we can check up the stack. Alright. Okay. I've left my mark. Alright, let's see what your house has. Yeah, you love this way, you need it? Yeah, I wish you luck getting it. It's a weird one to get.
Once more, I must beg your assistance. Can you visit me in Celestia base camp?
Alright, sure. What are you gonna show? Oh nice, you got all the crafting stations now. Good work. Nice. Well, you got anything else or just the crafting stations? I was gonna think I'd do like a quick house review. It looks like you just have a broomstick. And a net. It's looking pretty barren right now, but you know what? This place might have potential with all of those things up there. Maybe. Depends on how you decide to decorate it. At your gear? I'm assuming. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, your outfit. It's good. But I feel like maybe. Let's see. The hat. I feel like the feather hat might stand out the most. It's good. What it is. But the stats are the biggest issue. You need to stitch these out with something better. But yeah. As it stands, pretty good. Pretty good. Wait, the advanced stuff. Interesting. Nice. What the? What was that? Someone just teleported in and out? Let's see. Okay, yeah. Okay, weird. The advanced storm conical is actually kind of strong. Neat. I didn't actually know it was that good. Seuss's crocodile. Yeah, I'd say that that outfit is definitely the superior one. Alright. In the meantime, I have something I want to do really quick. It's for looks. Yeah, you know. Turn the head out. And do a little test. See if this stacks. Because if it doesn't, then I don't need the Witch's Star Necklace either. Let's see. Which one is it? Yeah, it's also a 30% blade. I have to figure out which one I need. In the meantime, the ring. Should I use a different ring? I don't know, this has a good power up chance. And that's a big one. The Peridot Ring of Battle, or the Citrine Ring of Battle, is the best one, to my knowledge, in terms of damage. But I think I prefer the energy. Do you have 19 ectoplasm and 23 stun blocks? I might. Let me check, actually. Yeah, I actually do have a few on this character. Yeah, I have the ectoplasm. And I might have picked up all those stun blocks. Let's see. Stun blocks. 45, yeah. Okay. I will sell them to you after my damage test. In the meantime, you can probably just make your way over to the bazaar. Okay, so we have two 30% balance blades. Let's see if these stack. If they do, we have a lot of damage. If they don't, then I need to... Well, I won't have any issue switching them out in that case. Because they are from different sources, but they have the same percent. Sell stone, then let you get it, and sell the next thing. Alright. It's gonna be kind of difficult to time because the stream probably has like a few second delay. Like at least like 1 or 2. But hopefully you're still able to get it. Alright, let's see, do these stack. I don't think anybody will take the ectoplasm. Okay, they do not. Okay, perfect. That's actually the better option in that case. Because I can switch this out without any issues. So let's switch over to the Garnet Bear Claw. Do we have any socket? Yes. Use that. And then let's see. Yeah, might as well. Unlock. We do not have another experts. We need to figure out where to get another one. Okay, in the meantime, I will... There we go. The same was go, then you'll know. Okay. So... Alright, I'm gonna sell the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go. Right. Hey, got the ectoplasm. Let me make way after the stone block. Okay, there we go. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, go. Got it? Perfect. Alright. Nice work on the crafting quests. And I'll sell these off. Get some extra gold ready. Let's resell that because it's garbage now. Let's see. Okay. So with all of that in mind, that is worth a lot. Okay. Nice. As I saw these rings too. Alright. So we finished Oshland. We have our new deck. Not new deck, our new gear. We are all maxed out in terms of that. So since we don't need that, we can also just use this instead. Get rid of the hex and the feints. We do not need those for normal play. Alright, perfect. Yeah, no problem. Good luck with the rest of your crafting quests. In the meantime, I'm going to call it a day here. Thank you for joining and thank you for the follow. Yeah, so thank you to everyone who stopped by and watched and chatted with me. Hope you all have a fantastic day and night. I might actually be back later to test out this capture card I got for some more Spider-Man. Yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow for more Wizard101. Definitely. Maybe no stream tonight. I don't know. Anyways.